But no ego. You remind me of something that happened. And this is in real life, right? I grew up on the East Coast, running the streets of, through New York City, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Delaware. Those was my circles back then, no ego. So I know some New York boys that travel from state to state. So one time I'm in the South now, I'm away from that, trying to do right. So I receive a call from one of my New York boys. He saw my peoples and they plugged us up and he called. He like, yo, you and such. I got some people down there. You know somebody doing something? I like, man, I don't do nothing. His thing, he's like, oh, I'm in New York City. Okay. Let me finish and then I'm gonna ask you which borough and all that. But so he called me like, I told him, I said, I'm not doing right, nothing. I'm trying to live right. He's like, I know, but do you know people they're doing something? I'm like, yeah, I know of people doing something. He said, listen, all you got to do is plug us in. You take your cut off of the top, right? You won't be touching nothing. All you want to do is take yours off the top, right? And that's all. So I would have been the person. They would come down. They would hit me. I would hit them, whoever that I found to do. You know what? I thought about that for a minute. I'm like, don't I can make a quick couple thousand or whatever, whatever I'm thinking. And it put that thought in my mind. But then I had to kick back. I said, no, if anything go wrong, these cats only gonna know me. If them cats that I plug them in with, if they run off or anything happen, these cats is coming after me. And that's what made me like, nah, I'm good. I ain't doing that. But no ego. He almost had me because it sounded so good. And it would have been easy because I would have just been dealing with one or two people. He'd have hit me. I would have hit them. Right. And in the perfect world, I'd have been making some easy money. But as we all know, we don't live in a perfect world. Bad stuff happens all the time. So no ego. What barrel are you at? What we're talking about is P. Diddy. He got sentenced to what's called 50 months, right? On my last sentence, I did over 120 months. So I did like 130 something months. After said, what up, dude? Oh, you in the Bronx. You in the Bronx. Yo, you in the Bronx. He heavy duty. No ego. You be safe out there, man. But they said, the Bronx ain't like it was. Well, it's always going to be what it is. But, they've been, making stuff better and, and all that. So it's going to be good parts and bad parts of anywhere you at. But back to P. Diddy. So P. Diddy got sentenced to 50 months, which add up to 4 years and 2 months. He got sentenced to 50 months, right? He will get time served for the 13 months that he already been in. Right. They say he actually looking at about 2 more years to serve. Right. I don't know what kind of treatment programs he can get into. Can he get out earlier? That'll be something that they will be working on. Hey, Paul, I'm gonna give you a pass, man, because you don't know no better, man. Paul, I'm gonna give you a pass, but I would like you to delete what you just wrote, man, because you talking foul behind this keyboard. Somebody said MAGA back in business. Okay. So what happened with Diddy, man? It didn't work out. But this is the thing. It's still a blessing for him in my eyes, because he could have been going up to 20 years. So he gonna get this 4-year sentence. He got to pay $500,000. And it's crazy to say it, but that $500,000 is really nothing to him. The reality is, if he was convicted of the RICO Act, I'm gonna go back a little bit. They would have came back with all of his assets. If Diddy would have been convicted of the RICO Act and that ex-trafficking, they was gonna come after all his businesses. Them $50 million houses that he got, they would have came after all that. So this is still a win. And I know he want to come home bad. My suggestion to anybody, right? And it ain't got to be this specific type of crime. Don't put yourself in those situations, man, where you got another human being that's going to make judgment on you. People already judge us every day just in life. But don't put your, I ain't going to say don't. Try not to put yourself in those situations, man. Paul, thanks for your jokey joke, Paul. We got that. But that's not a crime, though, right? Paul said Diddy didn't get charged with RICO. He got charged with FRICO, right? For one thing, you know, the government and everybody put his business out in the streets. Everybody know what he, you know, what he was doing, but he probably really won't care as much, you know, compared to if he would have got life in prison. Diddy was facing life initially, so he need to count this as a win.